Hi, Trippy here, and today we're coaching our bronze buddy Rocco. All coaching is done live on stream at twitch.tv/hitrippy. So if you want a chance to win some free coaching of your own, or if you want to just stop by and ask some questions, please feel free. Hope you guys enjoy.
So first things first, you see that little hamburger menu up in the top right of your player card? It's green, yellow, and red. Click on Sydney. You have 6 ping, dude? That's insane. That's so low. That's the lowest ping I think I've ever seen in that menu. That's crazy. All right, let's see you hit a couple bots first, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, just hit the bots. Maybe do some medium bots, and I'll just see what's going on with the aim and stuff. We will see, Nor. We will see. Without me streaming though, because my laptop will be a helicopter. If you record a game, it'll be much easier, Nor. If you record one of the sessions. All right, not bad. Especially for having just started. I think you're definitely trying to do it well. Like you're trying to one tap the heads really well. Try to add some strafing in there. Like remember how yesterday I was saying move left, right, like that. So just click on the practice, not start, and let's see how it goes. Yeah, and make sure whenever you're clicking shoot, you want to be stopped moving. So for when you're first practicing it, you really want to like over exaggerate the move, stop, shoot, move, stop, shoot. So try it right now, like move to the right, stop, shoot. Yeah, like that. Perfect. And then you can speed up as you, yeah, see, you can speed up with it as you get more and more comfortable. If you find you're missing shots, go back to slowing it down, that sort of stuff. Good. And then if you click F3 right now, real quick, go to on the right where it says bots, click the strafe. And this will make it more like a real game. So enemies are very rarely standing still in the real game, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so you can practice the same thing, counter strafe and try to hit them. That's called counter strafing, the movement thing that we were doing before. It'll be a lot harder. If you don't hit them first try, that's okay. Nice. Okay, so you see how much you've already improved with the counter strafing just doing that for like a minute? You did it for like a minute and a half and you're already hitting them in the head much, much better. So that's, I would do that every time you hop in the game and you're trying to play comp, I would do that. What's your sensitivity at? Do you mind clicking over to it?
Yep.
1.9. Okay. What DPI do you play on? Do you know?
No clue.
No. That seems very, very high. Like I play high sense and mine is 400 DPI, which is the lowest you can play at 1.05. And people tell me I'm an animal for having it that high. So I would, if I were you, do you find it really hard to flick to heads accurately?
Yeah.
I would turn it down even just a little bit. And what you should do while you're playing is every couple days, I want you to turn it down a little bit until you're at 1. Yeah, so that's good for now. It's going to feel really weird. You can go back to bots if you want. I would keep scoped sensitivity multiplier at 1 because basically what that's telling it is when you're using an op, for example, right? If I'm using an op, it's going to be, if it's 1.00, it'll move the exact same speed as, you can click on the number and click 1.00 on your keyboard and then enter if you want as well. Yeah, sweet. So what that's saying is when I'm using an op, 1 sensitivity multiplier means it's going to be the exact same speed. But if you have it at 2 multiplier, that means that whatever your normal sensitivity is, when you're sniping, like a Marshall or an op or whatever, it's going to be double the speed. So if you move your mouse 1 distance, it now moves double the distance of what it did before, right?
Yeah, right.
So I know people that play with a little lower sensitivity multiplier in scoped because they want to be way more accurate with the op. They want to move their hand more. But higher is very, very rare because you don't get as much accuracy as you would with a lower sensitivity op. I know. So to put this into perspective, I know people that play with the top sensitivity. They play 0.0 or 0.26, and yours is at 1.8 right now. So that's just to give you some perspective of like how high yours is compared to everyone else's. But if that's what you're comfortable with, keep it for now and try to slowly move it down over time and when you feel more accurate. But hop in the range right now real quick. Bonnie, thank you so much for the sub, man. I really, yeah, just give it a quick go. I won't keep you too long on it. I just want to make sure that you've got the basis for it. You know what I mean? The second you kind of have an idea of like how you can properly maintain aim and stuff, then you'll get way better, like exponentially, as opposed to if the groundwork's not there, if you can't click on a guy because your settings are wrong, you'll never get better because it's not your fault. It's the game settings. That's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the follow, Krabsy. Much love to you, man. I appreciate the follow, bro. So it's going to feel really weird here. You're going to hate it. You're going to hate this. Nice. That's good. It feels a little slower, right? Trying to flick to their heads. I can tell. So you see how with your flicks, you're trying to do... I see you. Yeah, you're just a little centimeter. When you have to do those far flicks, you're a little centimeter away from their head. That's because we just dropped the sensitivity a little bit. But when they're close, does it feel better? It feels easier to click their heads? Yeah? Okay. So that's what I mean by if you give yourself time and slowly turn it down over time, you'll get a lot better and more. If you did it all at once, if you drop it to 0.8 right now, try it right now. You can do it right below. Yeah, see that? Decrease it down to like 0.8. Just keep going, keep going. Yeah. There you go. That's perfect. Oh, that's 0.3. That's minuscule. Go up a bit. Nice. Okay. So try to click start. You'll notice. Yeah, you probably won't get a single kill here. Never mind. I'm trolling. I'm lying. Thank you for following Trippy's daddy. Love that name. Thank you so much. Best tip for me, I'm silver 3 this act, trying to make final push to gold. Wednesday, my aim is good and I have a warm-up routine in game and aim lab. So good there, but just can't seem to make the push out of silver. Krabsy, who do you play? Poet, I play 400 DPI with 1.05. So that's my sense. So how did you find that? Because your score went up there by a lot.
It was easier close up, but harder more out.
Right. So think of it like this, right? If you're pushing onto a site and you know where the guys are going to be sitting, the more you play it, you know where they're going to be sitting, right? Would you rather guarantee the kill in front of you or have a chance at getting the guy randomly behind you and have to 180 flick him and still possibly not hit him?
The first
Which
option.
one? Yeah, exactly, right? So the lower your sense is, the more control you have over it. You want a nice balance between as fast as possible, but still controllable. If you can find that perfect ratio, you'll dominate the game as far as aim goes. So I like what you've done for today. We'll keep the sense at what you feel comfortable with. And that's something that you can work on in the future. You slowly turn it down a little bit, but 1.8 for today is good because you practiced with it. But I know you said one of the biggest things you struggle with is aim. So that's where I would start. I would start turning your sensitivity down every day or every week, even by a little bit, maybe 0.1, 0.2. You turn it down by every couple days and work it down to around 1.0. 1.0 is still fast, but that's what I play on. So don't let anyone tell you it's bad. All right, let's hop in a game. With the coaching, I want it to be as fair as possible. You know what I mean? I want everybody to have a chance to do it. And I don't want it to be particularly just, if you donate me $1,000, I'll coach you every day of my life. But that being said, I think I've had a couple people asking that, so I think I'll implement some sort of paid coaching as well. But for the time being, I think we'll do it this way because I'm just starting it. I know you've been asking me about agents. Who do you usually play?
Or I have a Reyna.
Reyna or who? Sorry?
Raze.
Or Raze? Okay. So if we look at your team comp here, we've got 2 smokes, Like Viper and Brim are both smokes. We've got Sova, which is an initiator, which is good for taking site. And then we would have 2 duelists here. So theoretically, you should have a sentinel on the team like Sage here, but don't play her if you're not comfortable with her, because I want you to learn the agent that you are going to play when we're not together. So 2 duelists is fine here, but because it's bind, you're going to have trouble holding down sites on defense. But you also have 2 smokes, like you have a Brim and a Viper, so you might be okay. So if you want to play Raze here because there's no Reyna, play Raze and we'll see how it goes. I can give you some tips on her.
I don't know, because I have Viper soon.
Okay, easy. Play who you want. This will be. Have you played Sage before?
Yeah.
Okay.
It used to be my first character, so.
Oh, sweet. Okay, easy. Yeah. All right. We'll try it out then. We'll see how it goes. All right. So what do you usually buy here in the beginning?
I just buy the sheriff and I just whatever happens.
So if you're Raze or Reyna, that's not a horrible buy. If you're Sage, I would say that's probably not the best thing. So personally, I would go either a combination of your utility, like your wall and your slow orbs, and light shields, or just all util, one or the other. But I wouldn't be buying a gun here as Sage because your goal is to hold them up as long as possible. So for right now, do light shields and 2 slow orbs. And then run A short, if you know where that is. Run to A site. Unlucky, dude. Your team kind of let them run through there, so that's not your fault. But yeah, you want a full save. My bad. Yeah, and you could have even told your team there, "Hey guys, let's full save." Because if you lose pistol round, you always want a full save so that you can full buy next.
Yeah.
These guys are super aggro, so they're just going to be pushing B site right now. All right, so that's unlucky. The Jet's just rolling, you guys. Your goal, as soon as the round starts, you're running to A short every round. So you can buy and walk at the same time. So I would practice that if I was you. Yeah, see, you can still walk while you're doing it. And you can pick what you're buying while you're walking over to A short here. Right here, if you can request something from Viper, she probably won't get it to you unless you ask for it, though.
Can someone get this?
Viper, can I get a Vandal, please?
Thank you.
You don't ban, but I'm lucky, man. So I think put into place that counter strafing that you're doing, right? Also, don't stress about taking an L on this game because you're learning, and it's very hard to learn and have somebody in your ear while you're playing. It's very hard to play well when somebody's telling you, hey, do this, hey, do that. So don't stress. If you lose this game, it's not the end of the world. As long as you take something away from it and learn a few things, you'll play better in the next one.
Yeah.
He's saving gun, which is good because he's got the Phantom. If he's saving something like a Bucky or a Spectre, it's not worth it, right? So do you know how saving works in this game, or not really? Like how money works if you save a gun?
Can't I do?
Yeah? Okay. Okay, so I think it's 900 points less if you stay alive. If you die, you get 900 points more. So if you have a gun worth about, it's hard to explain. Basically, if you've got a Vandal or a Phantom, it's worth saving. If you've got anything less than that, it's not really worth saving. Yeah, nice.
40.
Last player standing.
Play it safe, don't peek him.
10 seconds left.
Hide. Oh no, you were 0.01 seconds away from winning that. So what I would have done there, you got to keep an eye on the timer up top, right? You got to think about what they need to do. So their objective there is to plant the spike. They want to plant it, and if they don't plant it in the time frame, they lose the round, right? So just so you know, it takes 4 seconds to plant the spike. So when you see the timer at 4 or 5 seconds, even at 10 seconds, you know she's in long there, right? You knew she was in garden there. So all you had to do was jump up into hookah on that brown box and then up into that little hallway thing. You jump up into hookah and you just play time. You just prevent her from planting the spike. We're in like 6 games of Val last night. It starts off fine, and after that, like 3 games, I get Val fatigue. Bro, I feel that. I feel that. Good kill, man. Nice, nice. One more there. Love the orb from you there. Great. Unlucky, bro. That's just an aim unlucky. He ran in there. He clutches up. Well played. I just want to compliment you on 2 rounds ago as well. Remember the round where you went off on B site? You got a few kills and stuff like that. You played it really, really well. Up until the very end there, I saw literally no problem with the way you were playing it. The slows on the bomb, perfect. The kills, holding the angles, you played that really well. These rounds, you're playing it really well with your wall and stuff like that. My only suggestion is if they're pushing, you want to be ready on that wall and that orb near the boxes every time. That's your job as Sage, is you want to wall and then slow it if they're going to continue pushing it without dying. You don't want to die. Also, you have res here, so you want to play it a little bit more passive, right? So if one of these guys dies, you want to be ready on it. That's good. You can heal yourself. It's okay to be a greedy Sage sometimes. The quicker you use your heal on yourself, the quicker you can heal teammates, right?
Yep.
The second they see that Sage wall come up, what do you think they're saying to their team?
Rotate.
Rotate, exactly, right? Because that's what you would do. You see the Sage wall, you're either spraying it down or you're going to rotate. You're not going to hang out there.
Enemy remaining.
Unlucky. So just like your teammates don't call out for you, right there, you're kind of doing the same thing to them, right? So you gotta try to get into the habit of calming everything. So I know it's really hard when you don't know the call outs for the maps and stuff, but hold caps lock right now real quick. See that? See how there's names all over the map that tells you exactly what it is? This is a great place to start. Your goal with this wall is you wanna get your team onto site to plant without the chance of the enemy killing. So we're just trying to buy time for him to live. Careful behind you. They can see you if they push CT from here. It doesn't look like it, but they can see you. You got heal? Yourself.
Last player standing.
It's okay. Play as much time as you can. You don't want to take this fight until they're on the bomb.
One enemy remaining.
I think we lost,
Nah, you lose by like a millisecond, dude. I think. I could be wrong. Oh, okay, never mind. Clutch,
Sorry.
dude, clutch.
coaching session.
Very well played there. So see how you took the Yoru fight, which is really good. And then you sort of jumped into the Sova because you thought he was sticking the defuse, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I like that idea. When the Yoru dies, you kind of know the Sova has to jump off the bomb, right? Like if he's gonna sit there and stick it, that's the ballsiest play I've ever seen. I like how you're standing behind the team as Sage. This is good. Sage should never be the first one in on site. Never. What up, guys? Welcome in. I need this coaching, Has. Bro, free giveaways, man. Love the mo. Thank you, brother. What up, Cross? How you doing, bro? A great dad one day. Thank you. Unlucky. So what do you think about the wall you did there?
It doesn't really help later game.
Right. So, and the jet could still hit you up there. So where do you think a good wall would be instead of that one?
The doorway to A.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah.
B.
So that's called CT right there. Where Reyna's looking right now, that doorway is called CT, is what most people will call it that in higher ranks. So that's a great wall. You can also wall elbow. So you know that little connector point from the other, like near the green boxes and stuff. If you wall off elbow, you also cut off a choke point. So you see how you guys got Spectres, Buckies, stuff like that?
Yep.
Your goal, if you can't, after the first 2 rounds, if you can't buy full buy, you save. As a general rule, if you can't full buy, you save. Light buys are kind of okay. Forces are kind of okay, but they're very situational. So right here, you should 100% be saving because you guys lost that round. You have nobody that can use the op on your team, right? Like maybe Reyna, because she's got some aim. But you have no jet. and you have no chamber, and those guys are known as the oppers, especially on attack. Like your Reyna is your only entry frag here, right? She's your only duelist. So how are you going to get on site if your Reyna's not flashing out for you guys? If she's sitting back opping, how do you guys get on site? You can't really. You're relying on Reyna getting the pick, right?
Every time, bro.
Behind. Nice. Good trade. Nice. I like that wall. That's good. Careful of your U-Haul right here. Chat's saying it was 1-6, now it's 10-7. So you guys have made a pretty good comeback as it is right now, right? You need 3 rounds to close it out. Look at your money. Get Sova to buy you here. Use your mic or even type it in chat. Get him to buy you that Vandal. And make sure you get slows as well. You guys have taken a while to push this site, right?
Yep.
So I would back out of this. There's at least 2 or 3 here. You can call for a rotate here if you want. And then don't peek the site. You just want to run to A. Run. Yeah, rotate A. Rotate A. Nice. This is good. So there should be... Oh, unlucky, dude. So you guys took too long to rotate. As soon as you guys see 2 or 3 on B site, Jet's already dead, right? So there's 4 enemies left. If there's 2 or 3 on B, there can only be 1 maximum on A, right? Yeah. You're playing really well, dude. I just want to stress that. Like, as a Sage, don't worry about kills. Don't worry about stuff like that. You're there for your team. You're getting reses. You're getting heals. That's all that matters. Your walls are... They need a bit of work, but they've been very good. The idea is there. You want to play the spike here, right? You don't need to peek. They got to come to you. You just want to hide and play as much time as you can. They've got to come to you. Unlucky. I saw the lag, bro. That's not your fault. So when you were sitting there on default close to the spike, right? You didn't have to move when I said play the spike. Like, play the spike. You don't need to be on it. You can play from back there in the boxes. And when you hear... You'll always hear somebody try to defuse. They can't defuse without you hearing it. It's not like CSGO where they can ninja it, right?
Yep.
There's crazy clips of people doing it, but it's not going to happen in your games. So you can play from behind those boxes. It takes 7 seconds to fully defuse the spike. So it's 3.5 for the first half and then another 3.5 for the other one. So you can wait. As soon as you hear that thing, you have 6 seconds to peek that. You have tons of time, dude. Nice. You guys got the first pick. You can get a wall in there somewhere. Go put a wall somewhere you think is good. That's okay.
I'll play for my own.
Reyna's fucking angry, dude. I mean, happens. Nice. You got slows, you got everything that can help you out. You can win this round if you just take your time. Remember what I said about playing the bomb here? They've got to come to you. Don't get greedy.
One enemy remaining.
That's 4. That's 4.
You can even slow stuff like Heaven and CT here if you wanted to. Because it's last round, yeah. Nice. Good slow. And same thing with CT if you wanted to your left there. Yeah, beautiful. And you won the game. Well played, dude.
Attackers win.
So defense side, how you were doing it. You did this wall near the end there. I love it. Perfect wall. This is what you want to do every time. And then all you got to do, right? So if they're there, oh, you can't see my pings, but if they're there, right? They can't get through this. The most they can do is jet dash up above that, right? That's the most, like this side, the jet could potentially dash over. Once you get this wall up from here and you're peeking it from this angle like this, all you got to do is sit here and you can hold it. So come stand where I was standing and watch what happens when I try to peek this, right? I'm going to pretend like I'm a thing, right? See how easy that is? And I'm jumping up. So right now, I'm not accurate when I'm jumping up like that. That whole time, I'll shoot for the whole time. That whole time, I'm not accurate while I'm jumping. So you have this long from the time I start shooting until I stop to kill me without me even having a chance of killing you. You would put your wall deep like this a few times, right? Or even like this. Watch how much better come this way. If you run up here and you do your wall like this, see how much space you get to plant now? And they can't, same thing. They're not going to be able to get over there unless they've got a jet or something. All you guys got to cover now is this angle, this U-Haul. Oh, really quickly, I'll teach you something else. Jump on this box right here. Look, Heaven. That's called a headshot glitch. So I can just see your head here, and you can see my full body probably, right? Or close to it.
Yep.
You did the wall. It was a little far. You did it here, right? So they can still think about where they're coming from, right? So they're gonna, if they're defending, they're gonna be coming from here, from B site, or up in heaven. So this wall, all this helps is the flank this way, right? So if I were you, this wall is great, but do it a little closer, right?
Yeah.
Now they can't come in over here because once again, just jet dash and raise thing. All you got to worry about is this lane right here. So all they can peek you. If I'm running from B site right now, coming to try to defuse, look at that. I got to peek there, or I've come from B site. I can't get through this wall. I've got to spray like that, and then you hear me. Or I've got to peek this. So if you're holding from showers, like go stand in showers like you were that one round. Yeah, nice. So if you're standing from showers, if I peek you here, you've already got your crosshair on me, right? If I peek you here, you're already pretty close on me, right? So you're covering two angles with the one thing just because you've put the wall there. And not only is it two angles, but it's the only two angles they can push you from. So the one round specifically that I think, I'm gonna be blunt, it was a bad play, but it's not, you're learning, so don't take it to heart, right? But the bad play was the round where they were screwing with you over here. So they were playing with this, they had to get the bomb, there was 10 seconds left, and you were sitting right over there in that corner, right? So you were sitting right here and waiting for this angle, this Sage to peek, or whoever it was on the other team, you were waiting for it to peek. All you have to do to win the round, hop up in here, and wait for the plant. And you win the round, guaranteed. Because they can't plant, they had no time. So if you just start running away, you win the round. Questions about anything specifically that we went over, like eco or anything like that? Is there anything you wanted to ask, kind of?
Not really. Oh, actually, when you go full buy,
Yep.
would you get a sheriff or something as well?
Unless you're at 9k, I never suggest getting a sheriff, especially on Sage. I think you played really well. I think you're better than bronze, 100%. I think you just need to play a little bit more and unlock more characters and stuff like that. But your mental, like your game awareness is there, and it will grow much quicker than a lot of other people at your rank. What's your goal for next season?
I want to get at least bronze 3.
At least bronze 3? Dude, I think you can get up to gold next season. Work on the
So-
aim. Yeah, straight up. I think you can get up to gold. If you do the aim training that I taught you, the bots and stuff, even 10 minutes before you hop into games, your aim will skyrocket because it's already there. Start turning down your sensitivity a little bit. Learn the agents a little bit more and where to play them, stuff like that. I think you're easy gold next season, dude. Easy. That's all I got for you, bro. Thank you for coming by with the coaching. I'm happy you enjoyed it, man. And thank you for
That was
chilling in the
awesome.
stream, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Have a good night, man.